My name is David. Welcome to Vacuum Etc's How-To series. This week we're going to be covering how to repair and troubleshoot your heat surge fireplace unit. Vacuums Etc. is an authorized service center and retail center for the Amish-made heat surge fireplaces, which can be bought at www.myvacuumplace.com, as well as parts and accessories. So the first thing we need to do to identify which model heat surge that you have. What we're going to be covering is the roll and glow units. The roll and glows are the ones with the wheels, but you need to identify which model and how old the model is. That can be done by looking at the back of the unit on the silver sticker. Now this particular model is indicated by heat surge fireplace unit, and the model is here, ADL 2000 MX. The key identifier on an ADL model is knowing the serial number or the year that this was made. Very important to what you're going to do as far as servicing the machine. The serial number is indicated here. The 1 dash, the 08 on this particular model means it was made in 2008. If it was 09, it would be 2009. And the 12 after that indicates that the month it was made. Again, that will vary 1 through 12 as well. Identifying the year and the model are important because you're going to need to use our change-out matrix. If you're replacing a part, change-out matrix will identify what additional parts you may need for your fireplace. So this particular unit is in for a fan replacement. So what we're going to be covering is how to remove the cabinet from the mantel, as well as replacing the fan. I will be pointing out how to replace the main control board or a keypad circuit board, and how to identify what additional parts you may need with that service matrix I was talking about earlier. The service matrix can be found on our website, again at www.myvacuumplace.com. You'll want to click on how-to videos and then click on heat surge resources and troubleshooting. From there, you will see the service videos as well as electronic matrix and change-out matrix. So the first step is to remove the fireplace from the mantle, and that's held on by 4 screws. Depending on which model you have, the screws will either be on the very back of the unit, which this model that we're going to do today is. You have 4 of them, 1, 2 at the bottom, and 1, 2 at the top. Other units will be on the side. This particular unit, they're on metal tabs deep inside the cabinet. You will undo the screws with a long screwdriver, and you'll have to bend the tabs forward to pull the cabinet out. Alright, so we're going to remove the 4 screws. Next, we're going to remove the insert. Now we're going to pull the insert out. You want to be very gentle. Sliding the cabinet out. So to remove the cabinet, you want to take all the surrounding screws from the top plate all the way around the sides and front. So depending on which model you have, either the top plate will be one piece, meaning that the front panel is attached by welds to the top piece, or it will be in 2 pieces like this unit. The first panel and then the top panel. After you take the top panel off, you'll want to cut carefully the zip tie, holding these wires in place, which gives you more maneuverability. Then you'll want to unplug the keypad circuit board from the main control board. In troubleshooting your heat surge, if the fan is making a lot of noise, typically the fan is out of balance and it needs to be replaced. these fans aren't serviceable, meaning no bearings to replace, and when they kind of go bad, it's just easier to replace it. The problem with the fans is all of this dust. If you look at this particular unit, it's very dirty. This dust, you know, it's a fan, it draws in air from outside into the main unit. And one of the things that we recommend that you use with your heat surge to prevent this is our new filter. The filter is magnetic and mounts to the back. It can be purchased on our website, again at www.myvacuumplace.com. The cost of the filter will certainly save you headaches of having this dust and replacing fans. It's certainly cheaper than the fan. Alright, so in this particular case, we're going to be replacing the fan, but I'll also be talking about replacing the main control board as well as the syncro motor, which is a flame motor, and other components like your keypad board. The first thing you want to do is have a nice clean work area. We're going to go ahead and clean the cabinet by vacuuming it out. I also happen to have a little air compressor, which makes it a little nicer to get clean. If you don't have that, again, just vacuum it out thoroughly. We're going to cut again these zip ties, holding the wires to the fan in place. There are 4 screws holding a metal plate which holds the fan and your heater in place. Next, we're going to remove 2 screws holding the heater in place with the fan. One on each side. This particular one's right here. Then you're going to remove the 4 screws holding the fan itself in place. Now the 4 screws are out, panel comes off, we'll clean that. Heater detaches from the fan. Next, you're going to undo the 2 wires holding the fan on. And remove the fan. Now we'll go ahead and finish cleaning the dust. Alright, so if your issue is that you have no power to the unit, or the unit's not working, and you've diagnosed it and it has become the main control board issue, when you're replacing the main control board, you definitely want to be looking at the matrix to find out whether or not additional parts need to be replaced. This particular part would require 2 components to be changed out. The main control board as well as the keypad circuit board would also have to be replaced. To do that, please visit our website where you found this video at myvacuumplace.com and go to main control board or change out main control board, as well as a video on replacing the keypad circuit board. So if your problem is the syncro motor, which is the flame motor, in other words you see lights but no flame moving, you'll need to replace the syncro motor. To do that, on this particular model, you would remove the top plate, take out the glass. You have 2 screw holes here on the side where you would unscrew 2 screws here, as well as on this side to remove the log set. Then you have a sheet that you'll remove with usually about 6 screws, and that will give you access inside the unit to replace the syncro motor. If you're replacing light bulbs, some have a magnetic panel. Others are screwed on to the side, but that gives you access to change out the light bulbs. So now we're going to reinstall the fan. We're going to take our heater, connect it in, lining up the screw holes. Reinserting the 2 side screws. Putting on the bottom plate with these 4 screws. Reattaching the bottom plate to the heater. Next will be to attach the 2 fan wires. The bottom wire goes to the fan slot on the main control board. The top wire goes to the power supply. White wire here in the back. This particular one clamps together, fits right here in the back into the slot. We'll reattach a couple of zip ties. And then we're going to reattach keypad wire, re-zip tie that, cover the unit, reattaching the screws on the side, cleaning the cabinet, and reinstalling. Last step, making sure that the unit works. We have lights in flame. We'll move it to the low heat position. Fan turns on. No loud noise. Now we have heat. Going to second position. Heat as well. And it's working. So again, if some of the problems that you are having are loud noises, and the loud noise is like a rattling, super loud noise, it's mostly going to be a fan. If it's a slow kind of a squeaking or a clicking noise, that might be the syncro motor, which controls the flame. If you have no lights, the first thing you want to do is of course check the light bulbs. Sometimes a main control board unit will go out, causing the lights not work. Otherwise, for these parts in the matrix, depending on again what's wrong with your unit, you definitely want to be using that matrix on our website, going through to be sure you're replacing the right amount of parts. In some cases, like a 2000 model ADL or a very early January 2008 model that does not have the reset switch on the back, those particular units, if you're not getting any heat, would require a 3-part change out, and it may be cheaper to go with our remanufactured insert, which again is located on our website. We'll even pay for the shipping on that. That comes with a 90-day warranty, pretty much all new components in it. Not only is it looks new, but it runs like a new one and has updated parts. Those particular units will come with an LED light setup, so no more light bulbs to replace. But again, just check us out on our website, www.myvacuumplace.com, or if you have questions, I'd be happy to try and help you out. You can give us a call at 253-474-9468, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. certainly be able to help you. My name is David. I look forward to chatting with you or answering any questions you may have.